Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed honored to have in our midst today the Honorable Chief Guest, Mrs. Namrata Pathak, social worker and wife of Shri Brajesh Pathak, Deputy Chief Minister, Uttar Pradesh. We welcome ma'am. We welcome the eminent chief guest, Honorable Mrs. Namrata Pathak, social worker, wife of Shri Brajesh Pathak, Deputy Chief Minister, Uttar Pradesh. Ma'am has very kindly agreed to grace the occasion despite her busy schedule. We are deeply grateful to you, ma'am. In the vast tapestry of time that is unfurled, lessons from history are forever engraved in our world. They whisper a truth as old as the ages, guiding us through life's ever-changing stages. From ancient civilizations' rise and falls, we learn resilience from their crumbling walls. Egypt's pyramids, symbols of might, yet they teach us pride leads to a perilous plight. The Romans, conquerors of lands far and wide, caution us power unchecked cannot abide. Their empire, once mighty, now mere ruins remain, a reminder that arrogance leads to disdain. The world wars, a chapter we can never forget, remind us of the consequences we must never neglect. Lessons from history etched upon our mind open the door to wisdom so hard to find. From triumphs to tragedies, they guide our way, reminding us to reflect, to evolve every day. So let us not forget the lessons they impart, for in understanding our past, we shape our future, our chart. Namaste, good evening, and Jai Jagat. Today, on behalf of the entire faculty of City Montessori School, Mahanagar campus, I extend a very, very warm welcome to the eminent chief guest, Honorable Mrs. Namrata Pathak, social worker and wife of Shri Brajesh Pathak, Deputy Chief Minister and Cabinet Minister of Uttar Pradesh. We are honored and extremely grateful to ma'am. Your presence today truly adds significance and prestige to this occasion. I also accord a very warm welcome to respected founder manager, Sir, Founder Director, ma'am, President and MD of City Montessori School, respected Professor Geeta Gandhi Kingdom, Superior Principal and Head of Quality Assurance Innovations Department, City Montessori School, respected Mrs. Shushmita Basu, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we have an array of dignitaries who have come from various countries and states of India with their participants to grace the occasion and strongly support Reflections International 2023. I'm delighted to offer a very happy welcome to all our guests. Mr. Mehul P. Shah, Chairman of Science Research and Development Department, Kids Land English School. Mr. Rajesh Adhikari, Director, Chelsea World School, Kathmandu, Nepal. Mr. Ram Kishore, Director, Indian Public Senior Secondary School, Rajasthan. Mr. Pusanto Tashi, Principal, Druk School, Thimphu, Bhutan. Mr. Ajit Subba, Principal, our home boarding school, Dharan, Nepal. Ms. P. S. Shanta Nayana, Deputy Principal, Sangamita Balika Vidyalaya, Gale, Sri Lanka. Ms. Nasim Makrani, Principal, Kids Land English School, Gujarat. Mr. Rajen Singh, Principal, Indian Public Senior Secondary School, Rajasthan. Ms. Kajal Sukhmani, Vice Principal, Rustamji International School, Maharashtra. Mr. Milan Salvi, Academic Excellence Manager, Kids Gurukul International School, Maharashtra. Ms. Leena Sanjay Tripathi, Dean Academics, G.H. Rai Soni Public School, Maharashtra. Ms. Sanjukta Shahakundu, School Coordinator, National English School, Kolkata, West Bengal branch. And I welcome all distinguished honorable principals of various campuses of City Montessori School, all other dignitaries, all delegates, participants, parents, to this spectacular, blissful, enriching, Evening of Reflections International 2023, an international festival for history, civics, psychology, and legal studies. Ladies and gentlemen, the world has not been the same as it has always been. Humanity has come a long way since the Stone Ages. Great men, great deeds, great events, all recorded safely in the pages of history to take lessons from. George Santayana once said, and I quote, "Those who cannot learn from history are doomed to repeat it." It's hard. It's hard to disagree with this adage. We've seen wars. If they have been settled at only the partial agreement, eventually they have bred more wars. Mistakes that occurred in history have mostly found their way into the future. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, we need to pause, think, and paint the canvas of future with glorious deeds so that the history we leave behind is positive motivational lessons for our children. This year, along with history in Reflections International, we celebrate and we've included two more captivating subjects which play an important role in shaping our understanding of society and ourselves. And those two subjects are psychology and legal studies. The decision to include these subjects in our festival was driven by the recognition of their profound impact on the lives of children and society at large. In an era where the mental well-being of students has become a pressing concern, delving into the depths of our thoughts, emotion, and motivation is more crucial than ever, hence psychology. The legal systems are the backbone of any upright society. We need to make our children just and fair, and they shall stand for justice only when they are confident of their legal system. Hence, legal studies is important. So, dear children and ladies and gentlemen, as we come together to celebrate this international festival, let us seize the opportunity to immerse ourselves in the wonders of history, psychology, and legal studies.
Prayer is a solemn request for help or expression of thanks addressed to God. It is a communication between the Almighty and us. The word prayer means a wish directed towards, which is directed towards the God. All that a true prayer seeks is God Himself, for with Him we get all we need. Prayer is simply the turning of our soul towards God. A true prayer gives us the power to avoid temptations, align our will with God's will, brings the Holy Spirit in our life, and can be an answer to all our lively questions. It can also work miracles. So, I request everyone to rise for the school prayer, which will be followed by our national song, Vande Matram.
दिव्यांशी है ना वंदे मातरम हो रहा है दिव्यांशी शर्मा ये कौन है अभी लड़कों जो भी हो तुम पीछे वाले चुप रहो। ये मेसी यहाँ कैसे बैठ गया? ये ऊपर वाले क्यों खड़े हो गए? ये क्यों खड़े हो गए ऊपर वाले? इनका क्या काम है?
हाथ दिखा रहे हैं।
अबे ऊपर वाले चुप हो जाओ, उनको मार दूंगा।
I request everybody to please rise for the school prayer. School prayer के लिए सब लोग खड़े हो जाएं. And school prayer will be followed by the national song Vande Mataram. Please take your seats. Vande Mataram, the slogan of power. Vande Mataram, a song which not only reminds of past, but also of the present responsibility of empowering the nation and youth. Very melodiously rendered. Children, thank you so much.
Before we move with the day's events, let us enlighten ourselves with the true meaning of our school prayer, which was rendered some time back. The meaning of our school prayer is that the main aim in our life is to know God and to worship Him. We can know God through His manifestations as revealed in the holy books of various religions. We acknowledge our limitations as mere individuals. We become aware of the sheer power of God. We admit that we cannot control everything in our lives and therefore we surrender to Him. We believe that there is only one God and He is our ultimate help. He is always there for us and is the only caretaker of our greatest needs. A good prayer can completely change our perspective of life. It can turn a person from being a pessimist to being an optimist. Prayer is the only medium through which we can achieve mental, physical, emotional, and psychological peace, which can be a helpful tool in transferring ourselves in the best aspect in every form of our life.
Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. With the dream to unite this world, we initiate the World Unity Procession. At this point, I request our very honorable chief guest, ma'am, to please step on the stage to witness the procession. I request our respected founder manager, sir, to please escort our honorable chief guest, ma'am, to please step on the stage to bring her to the stage to witness the procession. We initiate the procession. Ladies and gentlemen, we at CMS believe that the greatest legacy one can pass on to one's children and grandchildren is not material wealth accumulated in one's life, but rather a legacy of character and grit, for which not only material but divine and spiritual education are required. The march, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, is being led by the band, followed by the school band of the smart students of City Montessori School Mahanagar campus, marching with rhythmic measured steps, drumming the beats, filling our heart with melody which reaches the soul and instills in us a sense of discipline. Behind them is Honorable Principal of the Mahanagar campus, respected Dr. Mrs. Kalpana Tripathi. Please put your hands together for ma'am, who's also the convener of Reflections International. Children wearing the gowns walk together as an epitome of unity and strength. World citizens following next wish to make this world a healthier, cleaner, and a better place for all to live. The air clearly smells of liberty, kindness, humanity. This is indeed a very prestigious moment for the institution. 67 teams with 600 members from India and abroad are here to bond with each other and to pool their resources and talents in Reflections International 2023. Atiti Devo Bhav, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them loudly as they march ahead. Known for its rich, diverse culture, beautiful sand sprinkled beaches, is a very friendly neighboring country, Sri Lanka. We welcome teams from Sri Lanka. Richmond College, followed by Sri Dhamma College. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for wonderful teams. Sri Dhamma College is being followed by Sangamita Balika Vidyalaya from Sri Lanka. Lovely people, lovely place, and have always been associated with Reflections International for many years. From South Asia's greenest jewel, Bangladesh, comes St. Gregory's High School and College, Dhaka, Bangladesh. We very warmly welcome them. St. Gregory's High School and College, known for its great Buddhist architecture, rich food, textiles, and one of the happiest countries in the world, we are honored to have WUCC School, Thimphu from Bhutan. We welcome the team from Bhutan. Nepal, an exotic paradise crafted by God Himself. We are honored to have Adarsh Vidya Niketan Secondary School, Bhagatpur, Nepal. Next team to walk from Nepal is Adarsh Vidya Niketan Secondary School, Mahanagar, Nepal. Following them is Chelsea International Academy, Kathmandu, Nepal. They walk with their school flag, proud of themselves. Following them is Chelsea World School, Kathmandu, Nepal. Next team from Nepal is our home boarding school, Dharan, Nepal. And children seated there, you have a job to do. What is it? Please clap loudly. Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. Now we welcome the national teams. Bihar, from the land of Buddha, Mahavira, Ashoka, and India's most important seat of learning and power, Bihar, are very sincere thanks to St. Karen's Secondary School, Patna, Bihar. A lifetime is short to talk of the land of Mahatma Gandhi. Such is the grandeur of Gujarat. We are honored to have 4 teams from Gujarat. Cygnus World School, Vadodara, Gujarat. Nalanda International School, Vadodara, Gujarat. Navrachna Higher School, Vadodara, Gujarat. Followed by Kids Land English School, Bikaner, Gujarat. In the lap of Haryana rested the Indus Valley civilization. From the land of vibrant and grand fairs and land of Mahabharat, Haryana, we warmly welcome Bhavans Vidya, Panchkula, Haryana. From the state known for its picturesque hill stations and stunning adventurous activities, Himachal Pradesh, we extend a warm greetings to Alpine Public School, Himachal Pradesh. From the heart of India, the land of rich monuments and diverse flora and fauna, Madhya Pradesh, we welcome Chaitram School, Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Which is followed by Gwalior Glory High School, Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh.
The wealthiest state by all major parameters, the land of Lavani. We warmly greet the teams from the majestic Maharashtra. Bhavans Bhagwan Das, Purohit Vidya Mandir, Nagpur, Maharashtra. Bhagwans Bhagwan Das, Purohit Vidya Mandir, Triveni Nagar, Maharashtra. Followed by them, we have GH Rai Soni Public School, Jalgaon, Maharashtra. Next, we have GH Rai Soni Public School, Toddler Tales, Jalgaon, Maharashtra. Following them are Kids Gurukul International School, Jalgaon, Maharashtra. Next, we have Rustamji International School, Adarsh Nagar, Maharashtra. And followed by them, we have Rustamji International School, Silsoli Road, Maharashtra. We welcome St. Mark's World School, Mirabagh, from the cosmopolitan capital city, New Delhi. From the land of five rivers and the land known as the Granary of India, we greet BCM Arya Mandir, Model Senior Secondary School, Ludhiana, Punjab. Following them are Kundan Vidya Mandir, Senior Secondary School, Punjab. From the land of magnificent palaces, forts, lakes, desert and colorful culture, we now heartily welcome Indian Public Senior Secondary School, Jayal, Rajasthan. Following them, we have Sri Krishna Bal Niketan Senior. Following them, we have St. Edmund School, Jaipur, Rajasthan.
From the land of Rabindranath Tagore and the state rich Iberian culture and traditional diversity, we offer our sincere thanks to National English School, Rajarhat Branch, Kolkata, West Bengal. Followed by National English School, VIP Road Branch, Kolkata, West Bengal. Embedded in the heart of India is Uttar Pradesh, a land where cultures have evolved and religions emerged, the land of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. We welcome the teams from Uttam Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. Sunbeam School, Mau, Uttar Pradesh. Delhi Public School, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Guru Har Rai Academy, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Ryan International School, Shahjahanpur, Uttar Pradesh. We welcome Dalim Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. We greet Sunbeam School, Lehtara, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. We are happy to have Sunbeam School, Varuna, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Next, we welcome the Aryan International School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Next, we welcome Sunbeam School, Mughal Sarai, Uttar Pradesh. Welcome to Lucknow, the city of Nawabs. मुस्कुराइए कि आप लखनऊ में हैं. The city of Ada and Tehzeeb. We warmly welcome Loreto Convent Intermediate College from Lucknow. We also have Stella Maris, Inter College, Lucknow, St. Francis College, Lucknow, Delhi Public School, LGCO, Lucknow, and Gurukul Academy, Lucknow, Dr. Viren Swarup Public School, Lucknow, and all the branches of the host team, City Montessori School. Heartiest greetings to all the participating schools from Team Reflections, and thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for blessing them. Ladies and gentlemen, if everyone moves forward together as they did just now, then success will take care of itself. Thank you, dear team leaders and participants and all the teachers who had been put on the duty to organize this procession. Thank you so much.
When wars and conflicts totally cease in our world, we shall see peace. People must learn to get along, not blame others for being wrong. The fight for control, fight for land. Some just need a helping hand. We must rid ourselves of vanity and embrace peace through humanity. Wars make children so much tougher, lose their innocence while they suffer. Let's put down our weapons and open our arms, become a safe haven of kindness and calm. Life need not be a battle where we merely survive. We wait to rest in peace, we shall live it while we are alive. Humanity is facing major global challenges that are transnational in nature and trans-institutional in solution. In the present scenario, where the Russia-Ukraine war is giving us a bleak forecast of the Third World War, it is conclusive that no single nation can eliminate the menace faced by mankind, and a collective action is required. In this world full of differences and diversities, we need a federation which is free from biases and prejudices, that transcends diversities and differences. We need a world parliament to strengthen democracy, justice, and equality, to curb the radical ideologies with the sole motive of world peace and world unity. Here we present before you the World Parliament to address the universal challenges for the survival of mankind.
In the daily hubbub of current crises facing humanity, we forget about the many generations that we hope are yet to come and the future of 2.5 billion children of the world. I use the word hope because we face risks called existential risks that threaten to wipe out humanity. These risks are not just for big disasters, but for the disasters that could end history.
Historian Yuval Noah Harari highlighted in his landmark book, Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. We humans stand out through our remarkable brains, which arm us with an intelligence that has allowed us to achieve the unimaginable. The progress we have made over the past 2 millennia, the past 2 centuries, is simply remarkable. Unfortunately, that progress has come at a terrible cost, highlighting the human mind's other great capacity, its capacity for ignorance that allows us to set aside the rather disturbing details of the devastating side effects of our progress. Although we humans try to forecast everything, from the weather to every kind of market, even geopolitical realignments, but we seem utterly unable to take in the minute-by-minute destruction we are wreaking on the sustainability of life on Earth. Humans have become the single largest threat to the very existence of other species, to our planet, and of course, to ourselves.
If humanity becomes extinct, at the very least, the loss is equivalent to the loss of all living individuals and the frustration of their goals. But the loss would probably be far greater than that. Human extinction means the loss of meaning generated by the past generations, the lives of future generations, and there could be an astronomical number of future lives. If consciousness and intelligence are lost, it might mean that the value itself becomes absent from this universe. This is a huge moral reason to work hard to prevent existential crisis from becoming reality. And we must not fail even once in this pursuit. The world has to be saved. We have to be saved. Ponder upon this. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? And if not Earth, then what?
World unity and world peace are the most embryonic need of the modern society in order to protect our habitat Earth. Lots of efforts have been made to ensure world unity and peace in the past, and several international organizations have been made for the purpose. Several meetings of the representatives of different nations have also been organized time to time in the past history as well as in the present time. However, still we are far away from a united world or with peace and prosperity, and the risk of war still and always hangs over mankind.
With technological advancements of the world, development of nuclear and chemical weapons, newly emerging nano-engineered and biological weapons, which if used for small aggression between countries, will greatly pollute the atmosphere here on Earth and can ruin the whole world and modern civilization. History has warned us time and again, but we fail to learn. We are doomed if we continue to overlook the mistakes of the past. With that, we declare today's session of the World Parliament open. We request member nations to deliberate on the first agenda, concern of the hour, survival of mankind. Member nations are requested to raise their placards. Member nation Russia, you recognized.
Thank you, Chairperson. There is a possibility of an accidental war between the US and Russia. These countries own over 90% of the world's nuclear arsenal between them. An accidental war happens when one side mistakes a false alarm for a real attack and then retaliates with an actual first strike. Radiation from these nuclear strikes isn't necessarily a threat to the whole of humanity, but the actual threat comes from the nuclear winter that could occur if the bombing of enough cities, roughly 100, took place. This would send a soot cloud into the stratosphere, blocking the sun's heat and reducing Earth's temperatures. This resulting fall in temperatures could reduce the food production in the affected areas. And if this were to occur in the US, Russia, and Europe, the resulting decrease in food supply could be sufficient to trigger the collapse of the remaining intact societies around the world, and thus bring about the end of civilization.
Thank you, Member Nation Russia. It has become utmost important to find a solution to counterbalance this problem, and hence we need to make potential and innovative efforts for complete elimination of war between countries and search for a peaceful solution to resolve disputes among countries by establishing powerful international law and order. Member Nation US, you may take the floor to throw further light on the topic.
Thank you, Chairperson. Many experts believe that climate change poses the greatest threat to humankind today. According to a special report by the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change titled Global Warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius, the world's temperature has already increased by 1 degree Celsius since the pre-industrial period due to human activity. If trends continue, the world will suffer. There are many other threats apart from climate change. Scientists, including world-renowned astrophysicist Stephen Hawking, believe that artificial intelligence will eventually cause the extinction of the human race. Many fear that nanotechnology or engineering at the molecular atomic level can be used for warfare and may become highly destructive with many unintended consequences. Now more than ever, we are seeing how fragile existence of mankind can be. Humans all over the world are so interconnected. Each one's action can have a ripple effect with consequences that may cascade globally and may become catastrophic. In order to save the world, the United Nations must become stronger and act like a world parliament for global governance.
Thank you, Member Nation US. The only way is to come together as one force and accept responsibility for changing the grim world scenario to a better one for the future generations. With that, we move on to the next agenda: unity of the world and establishment of one world order. Member nations are requested to raise their placards. Member Nation New Zealand, you granted the floor.
Thank you, Chairperson. Research by Dr. Lisa Marriott, an Associate Professor in Victoria School of Accounting, and Dr. Dallas Sim, Statistical Consultant, builds on a report produced by the Ministry of Social Development in 2003. On the whole, it reveals that inequality has worsened over the last 10 years for both Maori and Pacific people in New Zealand. The researchers examined 21 social inequality indicators, including measures of health, knowledge and skills, employment, cultural identity, standards of living, and social connectedness. Increased gaps were found between the Europeans and Maori and the Europeans and Pacific people in most of these areas. These differences have led to a significant decline in health, education, income, and other rights of these people. Although the government is making impact through all sectors, but the destination is still far off. Radical and absolute changes in the mindset of the people is required for a more understanding and equal world. Development of world culture system, introduction of peace-based curriculum, religious harmony, inter-religious cooperation, and global citizenship are to be implemented at an immediate level.
Thank you, Member Nation New Zealand. The world is my country. All mankind are my brethren, and to do good is my religion. The world demands this thought process for its unification. The concept of unified world and powerful international law and order to resolve all political, religious, and other kinds of issues and aggressions between countries and religions has to be established. Member nations are requested to raise their placards. Member nation Afghanistan is requested to further deliberate on the agenda.
Thank you, Chairperson. Rising insurgency and a fraud political transition are exacerbating an already pervasive sense of insecurity about Afghanistan's future. Since the 2014 international military drawdown, the resurgent Taliban has fast expanded its presence countrywide. The government's ability to confront significant governance, economic, and humanitarian challenges also is weak. Civilian and military casualties, as well as the numbers of conflict displaced and those in need of urgent humanitarian assistance, continue to grow. Federica Mogherini, the Vice President of European Commission, said, I quote, "The Afghan people deserve peace and prosperity. As the European Union, we have been standing by them and will continue to do so in support of the reform movement, of Afghanistan's democratic path, of the rule of law and human rights, and of bringing peace to the country, to the benefit not only of all Afghans, but also of the entire region and of the international community as a whole. This work towards peace needs to be led by Afghans and owned by Afghans, but the active support of the region and of the international community is crucial. The Afghan people can count on the European Union to accompany this process. I unquote.
Respect for fundamental rights and freedoms by the de facto authorities in Afghanistan is critical to ensure stability in the region, according to the UN Deputy High Commissioner for Human Rights. A UN-wide $4.4 billion plan was launched to respond to humanitarian needs in Afghanistan on January 11, 2002. If funded, this plan could scale up delivery of life-saving food, treatment for malnutrition, sanitation, access to water, emergency education, as well as emergency sanction.
The international community must do everything it can to prevent a catastrophe in Afghanistan, which would not only compound suffering, but would drive further displacement both within the country and throughout the region. Member nations are requested to throw light on the last agenda, divine and spiritual education for children to build a unified world. Member nations are requested to raise their placards. Member nation India, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chairperson.
अयम निज परोवेति गणना लघु चेतसाम उदार चरिता नाम तु वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, which means this is mine, that is his, say the small-minded. The wise believe that the entire world is a family. The ex-Vice President of India, Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu, said that Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam has been the guiding light for the Indian family system since time immemorial, and our ethos and socio-cultural fabric are woven around this perceptive phrase. Speaking on the importance of family, Sri Naidu said that our forefathers developed the best family model based upon the values of sacrifice, respect, and togetherness, and they practiced the same for ages together. India can be a role model for the entire world because of its robust family value system, which has successfully withstood the test of time. During the past 75 years, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam has come a long way from the pages of the Maha Upanishad to the rostrum of the United Nations General Assembly, and to being a celebrated thought to heal a fractured world. Embracing the philosophy of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam will help the world to come together as one family. Africa's philosophy of Ubuntu, which means I am because we are, also highlights the inherent interdependence of our existence. At the root of Vasudhaiv is Vasudha, our planet Earth, and therefore an extension of the concept of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, which highlights India's concern for the environment and the whole planet. The philosophy of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam could also guide countries to adhere to sustainable development goals, prevent biodiversity loss, work towards mitigating climate change, and to make it a more united world.
Thank you, Member Nation India, for highlighting the importance of family unity and the concept of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. For this will surely lead to a better world with more considerate, conscious, and compassionate citizens. We request member nations to elaborate on the importance of spiritual education for children. Member nation Brazil, you may take the floor.
Thank you, Chairperson. The aim of education is to develop the capacities latent in human nature and to coordinate the expression for the enrichment and progress of society by equipping children with material, human, and divine knowledge. Training and research in sustainable development are among the top priorities, as well as human rights education, prevention of conflict, Holocaust remembrance, skills for peaceful relation, good governance, and peace building. Establishing a culture based on peace and sustainable development is at the heart of UNESCO's mandate, because peace isn't just the absence of conflict. It is living together with our differences of sex, race, religion, language, or cultures, while furthering the universal respect for justice and human rights. Brazil is a culturally diverse nation with many ethnicities, but there is unity binding the hearts of all the people of Brazil. Therefore, we believe it is crucial to promote and disseminate values, attitudes, and behaviors conducive to thought, dialogue, non-violence, and the rapprochement of cultures in line with the UNESCO Universal Declaration
on cultural diversity.
Rightly said, Member Nation Brazil. Sound character is ultimately more important than intellectual brilliance. Among the greatest of all the great services that can be rendered by a man to Almighty God is the education of children, building their character and inculcating in their tender hearts the love for God. It is of paramount importance to teach them the love for God and the oneness of God for a more unified and peaceful world.
The only way is to unite the hearts of people by illuminating the light of God and rekindle His teachings. A unified world will be just, peaceful, godly, and divine in its true sense. It is our moral responsibility to ignite the hearts of children with spiritual education to establish a divine civilization on earth. We declare this session of the World Parliament adjourned.
Throughout the history we've observed, ladies and gentlemen, wars have been because of the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, and the silence of the voice of justice when it mattered the most. Hence, let us empower the youth of today by giving vision, mission, and voice to work and unite this world. Truly, it was a mesmerizing session. And ladies and gentlemen, dear children, your applause shall speak louder than my words. I congratulate the chairperson and the entire dynamic team for their foresight, commitment. Thank you, dear children. Great leaders come from all walks of life. Seldom do they follow some predetermined path to leadership. For good or bad, the leaders have always been powerful forces who brought change in this world. If Eleanor Roosevelt, the wife of Franklin D. Roosevelt, redefined the role of the First Lady as a leader in her own right, so did Nelson Mandela, who believed that forgiveness was more important than revenge. George Washington took care of the followers first, while Woodrow Wilson led by example. In fact, a true leader brings out the best in people even in the toughest situations. And here, I wish to invite our leader, respected Dr. Mrs. Kalpana Tripathi, Principal CMS Mahanagar, who's also the convener of the event. Her sense of perspective proves crucial in all our endeavor. Her personal motto of optimism is true moral courage. Let us extend a warm round of applause as we invite our esteemed principal to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, Shipra ma'am. I'm sorry, you will excuse me for my sore throat. Honorable Mrs. Namrata Pathak, social worker and wife of Mr. Brijesh Pathak, Deputy Chief Minister and Cabinet Minister, Medical Education, respected founder manager, respected Mr. R.C. Gupta, General Secretary CMS, principals of participating schools, directors of participating schools, dignitaries, principals of various CMS branches, respected grandparents, parents, team leaders, and enthusiastic students of participating schools, members of print and digital media, and my dear staff members of CMS. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you at this momentous occasion of Inauguration of Reflections, a festival of history, civics, legal studies, and psychology. The theme for the conference is, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. It highlights the significance of studying history and drawing lessons from the past events to avoid making the same mistakes in future. When we look at the course of human history, we see numerous instances where societies, nations, and individuals have faced similar challenges and conflicts. If we fail to learn from our predecessors, we will be trapped in a cycle of repeating our mistakes. History is not just a collection of facts, dates, and events. It is a journey that has shaped our present. We have this present because of history and will continue to influence our future. Through reflections, we aim to delve into the past, explore diverse cultures, and learn valuable lessons from the success and mistakes of the past. By learning from history, what do we mean? Critically analyzing events, understanding the context, and recognizing patterns that help us anticipate potential challenges. For this year's reflection, we have 10 international teams from Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bangladesh, and Nepal. And we have 34 national teams from all parts of India and about 20 schools from Lucknow. In India, we have Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, New Delhi, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and West Bengal. There are very innovative events like Pain to Power, discussing what challenges are faced by children today and finding out ways to fight them. Leadership Legacy, Endeavor. All the participants are very enthusiastic and the preparation is going on at every level. I am very grateful to our chief guest, Honorable Mrs. Namrata Pathak, for sparing her valuable time. For guests from India and abroad, as Madam, you are a source of inspiration for our children. Today my dear children, today we gather to celebrate the rich tapestry of human history that connects the law in shaping societies. Today we stand on the threshold of the contest. I want to remind each one of you, dear students, that greatness lies in you. The journey you have taken up is not about winning a competition. It is about discovering your true potential, pushing your limits, and reaching new heights. Each one of our dear students have a unique set of talents, skill, and abilities which sets you apart from the rest. This is an opportunity to showcase your brilliance, interact with one another, make new friends, appreciate the gems in others, and learn from each other. Success is about growth you experience along the way, lessons learned, challenges overcome, and resilience demonstrated. Each step you take today, dear children, every effort you make is an investment in your personal growth and development. Dear students, the children of Mahanagar have very lovingly prepared an inaugural program for you in your honor. A lot of teamwork has got into it. I have a team of very dedicated teachers and staff members and students who have given their best. This kind of gathering is because the vision of our founders, respected Jagdish Gandhi ji and respected Director Bharti Gandhi ma'am, and it is their initiative that children must participate and grow in the event. I thank all my fellow principals from whom I learn every moment. I am grateful to all the dignitaries who have made it to attend reflections, and in spite of your busy schedule, you have added value to my function. And Lord Almighty for giving me an opportunity to serve children. Thank you, and over to Ms. Shipra.
Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed honored to have in our midst Mrs. Namrata Pathak, social worker, wife of Honorable Brajesh Pathak, Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. And at this note, I invite our respected founder manager, sir, to formally introduce and welcome our honorable chief guest, ma'am.
आज के हमारे मुख्य अतिथि माननीय श्री ब्रजेश पाठक, उप मुख्यमंत्री, डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, हमारे बीच में नहीं आ पाए हैं। उनकी धर्मपत्नी श्रीमती नम्रता पाठक जी हमारे बीच में आई हैं। मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूँ। श्री ब्रजेश पाठक जी का जन्म 25 जून 1964 को हरदोई के मलवा नामक स्थान पर हुआ। आपको अपने पिता आदरणीय श्री सुरेश पाठक जी एवं माता जी आदरणीय श्रीमती कमला पाठक जी से समाज सेवा की शिक्षा विरासत में मिली है। आपको अपनी धर्मपत्नी आदरणीय श्रीमती नम्रता पाठक जी से जनहित के कार्यों में पूरा सहयोग मिलता है। आप बचपन से ही प्रतिभावान, विचारवान, मिलनसार एवं अनुशासित छात्र रहे हैं। आपने लखनऊ विश्वविद्यालय से बीकॉम, एलएलबी, एमए तक की शिक्षा प्राप्त की। आप समाज के निर्धन, पीड़ित और कमज़ोर वर्ग के उत्थान के लिए हमेशा तत्पर रहते हैं। छात्र जीवन से ही आपकी राजनीति, अध्यापन, अध्ययन, समाज सेवा में विशेष रुचि रही है। आप 1990 में लखनऊ विश्वविद्यालय छात्र संघ के अध्यक्ष भी चुने गए। आइसलैंड, फिनलैंड, एस्टोनिया, डेनमार्क आदि अनेक देशों की यात्रा कर चुके माननीय श्री ब्रजेश पाठक जी 2004 में लोकसभा के सदस्य तथा 2008 में राज्यसभा के सदस्य रह चुके हैं। इसके साथ ही आप व्यापार सलाहकार समिति, लोक लेखा समिति, सीमांकन समिति, विशेषाधिकार समिति, कोयला एवं इस्पात समिति के साथ ही रेलवे सलाहकार समिति के सदस्य रह चुके हैं। आप पेट्रोलियम एवं प्राकृतिक गैस के सलाहकार समिति के साथ ही स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण समिति के भी अध्यक्ष और एनसीसी की राष्ट्रीय समिति के उपाध्यक्ष भी रह चुके हैं। आपने अपनी दूरदर्शिता, समाज के सभी वर्गों की सेवा भावना तथा समस्याओं के तुरंत समाधान करने के बल पर प्रदेश की जनता में अलग पहचान बनाई है। आपने उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार के न्याय मंत्री भी रह चुके हैं और आजकल आप उप मुख्यमंत्री हैं और इसके अलावा ये जो कैबिनेट मंत्री हैं हेल्थ के और फैमिली वेलफेयर के, फैमिली प्लानिंग के। मैं श्री नम्रता पाठक जी को बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं, जो उनकी जगह पर आपने आकर हमारी सम्मान बढ़ाया है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. We welcome and extend our deepest gratitude and respect to our esteemed chief guest. Her presence here today is testament to the importance she places on education and the power it holds to shape a better tomorrow. Let the rhythm of the welcome song reverberate in our hearts, for it is a call to forge bonds of friendship that will last a lifetime. A reminder that together we can make this place a better, more compassionate, and a more kinder world. Thank you.
धन्य हुए हम आज आप जो इस प्रांगण में पधारे। हर्षित है हम तन मन से, जागी है भाग्य हमारे। आपकी कर्मठता ही बनी है आज आपकी शान। आपका स्वागत करने सबको है अभिमान।
आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। छायो रे छायो रे छायो रे, हृदय में आनंद छायो रे। छायो रे छायो रे छायो रे, हृदय में आनंद छायो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। मानवता की मूर्ति आप है, अनुपम काम किए हैं हो। मानवता की मूर्ति आप है, अनुपम काम किए हैं। कठिन परिश्रम और लगन से निर्णय सदा लिए हैं। अनुपम है उत्साह समय मन भावन आयो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आपकी कार्य कुशलता से भी हर्षित है जन सारे हो। आपकी कार्य कुशलता से भी हर्षित है जन सारे। आपको अपने बीच में पाकर हमको मिले सहारे। स्वागत करने को जन जन अति आतुर पायो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। छायो रे छायो रे छायो रे, हृदय में आनंद छायो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे आयो रे आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे। आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे, आज ये शुभ दिन आयो रे।
The hall now vibrates and echoes your presence and your prominence, ma'am. Thank you so much for gracing the occasion and enhancing our joy. Deep Jyoti Param Brahm, Deep Jyoti Janardana, Deepo Haratu Me, Papam Sandhyam Deepa Namastute. Ladies and gentlemen, the first hymn of the Rig Veda is addressed to Agni, the god of fire. Lighting a lamp before a ceremony spreads divine grace. For an auspicious inauguration of the fest, we have now the lighting of the lamp ceremony. I very humbly request respected founder manager sir and our principal ma'am to please escort our honorable chief guest, our revered chief guest, up to the place where that lamp is placed to light the lamp of learning, help in the dispelling of the darkness of ignorance. I also invite all dignitaries, all distinguished principals, respectable principals of various campuses of City Montessori School, all team leaders and all other guests to please step on the stage and light these lamps. I very humbly invite all the principals to please come up, all the team leaders, all the dignitaries, all the guests of Reflections International to please come up on the stage to light these lamps of learning. Very humbly I invite Mr. Mehul Shah, Mr. Rajesh Adhikari, Mr. Ram Kishore, Mr. Piyuso Tashi, Mr. Ajit Subba, Ms. P. A. Shanta Narayan, Ms. Nasim Makrani, Mr. Rajendra Singh, Ms. Kajal Sukhwani, Mr. Milind Salvi, Ms. Leena, Ms. Sanjukta, all the guests, all the dignitaries to please come up on the stage to light these lamps.
Our relationship with light is as old as our beginning. We have always been drawn towards light. Light is a symbol of abundance, prosperity, auspiciousness. Our relationship with light is as old as our beginning. We have always been drawn towards light. Light is a symbol of abundance, auspiciousness, and prosperity. Light brings brightness and dispels darkness. And as a result, we start seeing things clearly. Lamp lighting is an ancient Indian tradition. It is a way of expressing our gratitude to Lord Almighty. It is a symbol of hope, enlightenment, and knowledge. The oil filled in the lamp represents our negative tendencies and ego. The wick
May we all please line up at the staircase for a group photograph. All team leaders, all principals, please very quickly assemble at the staircase for a group photograph. I request Mahanagar staff to please help spotting all the team leaders, the dignitaries, all in charges to please come up here.
May this light spread far all over the world for peace and harmony. May the Lord keep this light always burning forever and ever. May this light
The soft glow of light is reassuring. A single lamp can light hundreds more, just as one knowledgeable person can share it with so many, and each of them can illumine so many more lives. Dear children and ladies and gentlemen, let's acknowledge their gracious presence by putting our hands together once again for this beautiful group. This is truly a memorable moment, a perfect frame loaded with memories, so many stars under one roof. And we are so very grateful to our chief guest who took out time from a busy schedule to bless the children, to grace the occasion, and to be here with us, to be a part of Reflections International 2023. We extend deepest gratitude from our heart to Ma'am, and we are really blessed to have her here. I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Ma'am, to bless the audience.
भारत माता की जय। हम सब भारतीय हैं। जैसा कि हमारे आदरणीय जगदीश गांधी जी ने, जिन्होंने 70 राज्यों के बच्चों को एक छत के नीचे एक जगह पे एकत्र होकर के और जो इतिहास पे इन्होंने प्रतियोगिता कराने का दृढ़ संकल्प लिया है, जिसकी शुरुआत आज हुई है। आज आप लोगों के बीच में माननीय पाठक जी को आना था, पर ये सौभाग्य मुझे मिला। मुझे बड़ा ही हर्ष हो रहा है कि यहाँ आकर के जो हमारे गांधी जी ने बच्चों को, हमने पूछा उनसे कि आप इतना बड़ा कंपटीशन हर साल कराते हैं, उद्देश्य क्या होता है, तो उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि आजकल के बच्चे पढ़ते तो हैं पर उनको खाली किताब का ही ज्ञान रह गया है। हम चाहते हैं कि वो ऐसे ज्ञान को प्राप्त करें जैसे कि उन्होंने सिविक्स, केमिस्ट्री, सोशल साइंस, सोशल स्टडी, उसको लेकर के उन्होंने सबसे पहले इतिहास को रखा। क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा कि हम भारत के स्वतंत्र नागरिक हैं और हमारी स्वतंत्रता को बरकरार रखने के लिए हमें अपने इतिहास को जानना बहुत ज़रूरी होगा। कहीं भी हम छोटी सी गलती से चूक कर गए तो कोई भी भारत देश में हमको ठीक से पनपने नहीं देगा। मगर हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने ये कर दिखाया है कि भारत के लोगों में जो एकता जगाई है, यही नहीं जो भारतीय बच्चे हमारे बाहर पढ़ने जाते हैं वहाँ भी जा कर के एक मुकाम हासिल किया है कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी जन जन के हृदय में वास कर रहे हैं। उसी तरीके से हमारे आदरणीय गांधी जी ने ये करके दिखा दिया कि इतिहास की जानकारी बहुत ज़रूरी है। अगर हम अपने इतिहास को जान लेंगे तो मुझे लगता है भारत में ही नहीं, समाज में ही नहीं, एकता हमारे परिवारों में भी जागृत हो जाएगी। आज मैं उन्हें तहे दिल से बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहती हूँ, नमन करना चाहती हूँ और माँ सरस्वती के पावन मंच में मैं नमन करती हूँ, आप सबका नंदन अभिनंदन करती हूँ। कल्पना त्रिपाठी जी आदरणीय, जो कि महानगर की प्रिंसिपल हैं, ये सौभाग्य उन्होंने भी मुझे दिया, उसके भी मैं तहे दिल से उनको बधाई। यहाँ सारे शिक्षकगण, अभिभावकगण, मीडिया बंधु और आए हुए दूर से अतिथियों, मैं सभी का नंदन अभिनंदन करती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Should I call the national toppers? Okay, 7 national toppers. It's time to honor the national toppers of ISC and ICSE Boards Examination 2023 of City Montessori School Mahanagar campus. The 7 All India toppers have made us proud and have all fulfilled the dreams of our respected founder manager, sir. At this point, I invite Ms. Janvi Mishra to please come up on the stage with her parents and her teacher guardian, Ms. Manisha Mehrotra, up on the stage. Janvi has secured 99.25% marks and stands third in the national merit list. Ladies and gentlemen, the mothers of these national toppers shall be weighed in fruits and proud fathers. Yes, shall be presented a shawl. This is the proud moment to acknowledge the invaluable support and guidance provided by the parents. Janvi has already received a check of 1 lakh from Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and here comes another 1 lakh. This is a priceless moment. The countless hours of studying, the sacrifices made and the challenges is overcome, and finally success. Next, I invite Miss Astha Shukla. She scored 99% marks in prestigious Class 12 board examination and has grabbed 4th rank all over India. Congratulations to the proud father and mother and teacher guardian, Dr. S.C. Tripathi. Please step on the stage. Parents' dedication to their growth and development is truly commendable. Before we honor them, their parents need to be honored. After Astha, we shall have the honoring of Miss Sakina Hassan and Master Ashish Shukla, who made us proud by securing 99.40% in Class 10 board examinations 2023. And they've secured 3rd rank all over India and have made us all proud. Sakina and Ashish Shukla both have been felicitated by Honorable Chief Minister and have received check of 1 lakh each, and here again, to mark their meritorious achievement, they receive another check of 1 lakh each. Congratulations, children. It's a proud moment for the teacher guardian, mother, father, and children seated the other side. I'm sure you've all been motivated enough to clap loudly for these meritorious students. Next, I invite Master Utkarsh Gupta, who has secured 4th rank all over India with 99.20% in Class 10 Board Examinations 2023. Utkarsh Gupta's teacher guardian, Miss Vaishali Singh. Congratulations, Vaishali ma'am. Your achievements, dear children, have not only made your families proud, but I'm sure they have inspired countless other students who are seated the other side, and they've learned the lesson of striving for excellence. Congratulations. It's my proud privilege now to invite Master Shreyash Rai and Miss Ananya Sanghi, who stand at 5th rank all over India with 99% marks in the prestigious Class 10 Board Examinations 2023. Shreyash Rai, Ananya Sanghi. Krishna Gopal Konodia, teacher guardian of Shreyash, and Mrs. Kiran Divedi, the teacher guardian of Ananya Sanghi. Congratulations, children, parents, teacher guardians, Mahanagar, and entire faculty of Mahanagar. Your accomplishments, dear children, today are just the beginning of a lifelong journey of discovery and growth. As we celebrate the achievements of our national toppers, let us also remember the importance of fostering a culture of excellence in our educational institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, under the able guidance of our respected founders, setting a track record and maintaining the legacy, students of City Montessori School Mahanagar campus have excelled in the prestigious ICSC and ISC board examinations 2023 as always. 351 out of 480 students of class 10 secured 90% and above, while 362 out of 487 students of class 12 secured 90% and above marks in the prestigious board examinations 2023 of our campus, Mahanagar. I'll request children congratulations, children. It's a proud moment. After being felicitated, I'll request all the children to please stand next to their flex and get a photograph, and they must also come down and line up at the staircase. Ladies and gentlemen, all these 7 national toppers are receiving check of 1 lakh each, and I think that calls for jubilation and celebrations. Please put your hands together for these winners. All are getting, as you may see, they're getting a check worth 1 lakh for their wonderful result. And that's beautiful motivation. It's a proud moment for the parents, for the children, for the teachers, for the principal, and for all who are seated there. I'm sure if they're receiving their gifts this side, you are getting motivated the other side to be the next in the queue to come and receive your gift and also to receive the check of 1 lakh. With our respected founder manager has awarded to each one of them as a token of appreciation, as a token of motivation. The 7 All India toppers of City Montessori School Mahanagar campus have made us proud and have also fulfilled the dream of our respected founder manager, sir, who often says, "Ucha socho aur bano mahan." As a token of motivation and appreciation, respected sir has awarded check of 1 lakh to each one of them. Such a lovely gesture, and I'm sure all the team seated there, all the teams seated there, yes, agree with me that this is the moment of celebration and jubilation and motivation and appreciation. So what do we do? Lovely, louder. And what an honor to receive the checks from the hands of our honorable chief guest, ma'am. It's a great, great honor. I'm sure a lot of hard work, lot of pain, lot of sincerity, lot of motivation and lot of sacrifices have gone into this the making of this moment. And sacrifices been made by the parents. I'm sure when they were up studying for long hours, parents were by their side. Before they believed that they could do, their mothers, their fathers believed that yes, you can do. And I'm sure that is how they were motivated. So this honoring is rightly done when we weigh the mothers and when we give a beautiful token to fathers. Because this achievement is not only is of the children but of the parents as well. Before you forget, let me very quickly read out once again. Janvi Mishra has been awarded 2 lakhs, 1 lakh from a founder manager and 1 she's got from the respected Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. She scored 99.25% in class 12th board examination and stood at the 3rd place all over India. Astha Shukla gets 1 lakh. She scored 99% and stands at the 4th position all over India. So congratulations to the proud mothers, Mrs. Reena Mishra, Mrs. Sunita Shukla. And of course the teacher guardians, Ms. Manisha Mehrotra, Dr. S.C. Tripathi. Sakina Hassan and Ashish Shukla, both, they get the prize money of 2 lakhs. Again, 1 lakh they got from our Honorable Chief Minister and 1 they got from our respected founder manager, sir. Both of them scored 99.40% and they grabbed 3rd position in the national merit list. Congratulations to the proud mothers, Ms. Mariam Hassan, Ms. Sunita Shukla, Mrs. Sunita Shukla, and the teacher guardians, Mrs. Pinky Dikshit and Mrs. Preeti Mishra Bharadwaj. Utkarsh Gupta, class 10, he scored 99.20%. He gets the check of 1 lakh, stands at All India rank 4th. Congratulations to Mrs. Seema Gupta and the proud teacher guardian, Ms. Vaishali Singh. And Shreyash Rai and Ananya Sanghi, both of them scored 99% marks in class 10th board examination. They grabbed 5th rank in the national merit list. I congratulate proud mothers, Mrs. Priyanka Shrivastava and Mrs. Neetu Mittal and the proud teacher guardians, Mr. Kishan Gopal Kanodia and Ms. Kiran Divedi. And as you may see, they're getting a check of 1 lakh each. And we are so very thankful to our respected chief guest, ma'am, for giving us time and for blessing these children. Because more than anything, it's motivation that works and that brings about a miracle. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here, for gracing the occasion, and also for blessing these children. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your valuable time. And children, for a beautiful group photograph, which I'm sure, which will be highly motivating. Beautiful moment, a beautiful frame, full of loads of memories to preserve, to take back, to be inspired and to be motivated. Proud principal there, respected Dr. Mrs. Kalpana Tripathi, thank you, children. Thank you, dear parents. And deepest gratitude to our revered chief guest for sparing her valuable time from a busy schedule and for blessing these children. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Fate, fluttering like a faded prayer flag in the stiffening breeze, tattered yet harbingers of hope in Lord's mercy slope. Ever since the commencement of beliefs for a way of life has been popularized, religion has played a vital role in being the basis of formation for humanity. There has been wide variations in which how people perceive religion. which includes both negatively and positively. However, this cannot really be considered the appropriate interpretation of religion, as it has been done by people with bleak religious awakening themselves. The various religious leaders have always passed on messages of love, compassion, and empathy to their people. Religious texts, on the other hand, have never failed to lay relevance on the importance of service and acceptability of everyone, whether privileged or underprivileged. Our respected founder manager, Honorable Dr. Jagdish Gandhi Sir, has always viewed religion as a medium to unite people. His ideas of divine education and self-expression through the prominence of religious virtues have always been the power pillars of City Montessori School. So let's put our trust in God, take comfort in His words, and when the challenges come, we won't be out of form. With this quote, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to put your hands together for a mesmerizing fusion of religions, the all-religion prayer. I would like to recite a short poem. On days when your world is turned upside down, have the guts to face it with a smile. Do not frown. Gather all your trust and place it with God, even when the chances to win seem very odd. And a little ray of sunlight will show up soon. The birds will start singing and the flowers will bloom. For it is God who gives us the strength and hope. Even in the trails, He helps us to find it easier to cope.
चौखट पे चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं, बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। कथा शबरी की जैसे जुड़ गई मेरी कहानी से, न रोको आज धोने चरण आँखों के पानी से। बहुत खुश हैं मेरे आंसू के प्रभु के काम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। दर्शन पाके है अवतारी, धन्य हुए हैं नैन पुजारी, जीवन नैया तुमने मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, मंगल भवन मंगलहारी। निर्धन का तुम धन हो राघव, तुम ही रामायण हो राघव, सब दुख हरना अवध बिहारी, मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, मंगल भवन मंगलहारी। चरण की धूल ले लूं मैं, मेरे भगवान आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। अर्जियां सारी मैं चेहरे पे लिख के लाया हूँ, तुमसे क्या मांगूं मैं, तुम खुद ही समझ लो। मौला 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 मेरे मौला, मौला 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 मौला। दरारे दरारे बाधे पे मौला, मरम्मत मुकद्दर की कर दो मौला मेरे मौला। तेरे दर सबको झूमता नजर आया, प्यासे लेके आया था दरिया वो भर लाया, नूर की बारिश में भीगता सा तर आया। मौला 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 मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला 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 मेरे मौला 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 मेरे मौला। सतनाम सतनाम कह ओ बंदिया वाहे गुरु कह, सतनाम सतनाम कह ओ बंदिया वाहे गुरु कह। गुरु ग्रंथ है गुरु साडा टेक उस दी ले ओ बंदिया वाहे गुरु कह। सतनाम सतनाम कह ओ बंदिया वाहे गुरु कह। ओ साडे गुरुआं एक ओंकार दा सब नू सबक पढ़ाया, ओ किरत करो ते वंड छको है सब नू हो सिखाया। हक पराया मार मार के पापा विच ना पै ओ बंदिया वाहे गुरु कह। सतनाम सतनाम कह ओ बंदिया वाहे गुरु कह। सतनाम सतनाम कह ओ बंदिया वाहे गुरु कह।
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि।
दीन दयाला है प्रतिपाला, आप कृपा के हैं सागर। पत्थर भी पारस बन जाते आपके चरणों को छूकर। दया धर्म करुणा का वास है आपके मन में स्वामी।
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि।
जीवन के अज्ञान को अपने ज्ञान से तुमने मिटाया, आपने ही सबके जीवन में ज्ञान का दीप जलाया। धर्म की राह चलाकर तुमने ही अधर्म को मिटाया। सत्य का पाठ पढ़ाकर सबको मंजिल तक पहुंचाया। आपकी महिमा गाती है ये देवा सृष्टि सारी।
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि।
Lord, the light of your love is shining in the midst of the darkness shining. Jesus, light of the world, shine upon
सा रे रे सा मा गा रे सा रे रे सा सा रे रे सा मा गा रे सा रे रे सा। हे ईश्वर गुणगान हो यश गान हो तेरी महिमा का। सा रे रे सा मा गा रे सा रे रे सा सा रे रे सा मा गा रे सा रे रे सा। हे ईश्वर गुणगान हो यश गान हो तेरी महिमा का। तू ही है सबका रखवाला गुणगान हो तेरी महिमा का। हे ईश्वर गुणगान हो यश गान हो तेरी महिमा का। तू ही है हमारा जीवन तू ही है हमारी ज्योति। तू ही है हमारा जीवन तू ही है हमारी ज्योति। हम सेवकों को अपनी राह पे चलने की दे शक्ति। तेरे सिवा कोई दूजा नहीं है तेरी शरण में है जीवन मेरा। हे ईश्वर गुणगान हो यश गान हो तेरी महिमा का। सा रे सा रे सा सा रे गा रे गा मा पा मा गा रे नि सा रे सा। एक कर तेरे दे प्रभु इंसान के एक दूजे से मिले सम्मान से। एक कर दे हृदय प्रभु इंसान के एक दूजे से मिले सम्मान से। हो प्रफुल्लित प्रेम का संचार हो जल उठे हर मन में दीपक ज्ञान के। A warrior of true love, a guide for blinded hearts. A warrior of true
Thank you so much, children. And dear audience, you know the best part and the best appreciation that I observed in the hall when this presentation was going on was the silence. Thank you, children, for closing the curtains of the inaugural with the message, which is the theme of the fest: those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. We were almost transported to that era where we could understand the pain of Ashoka and also the reasons for the transformation. And I can see that you're taking time to actually, get up, right, and come out of, that pain and the atmosphere that they created here. So thank you so much. And children, and yes, before we part, can we please clap loudly for these wonderful children? They made it happen. And at the end, I request everybody to please rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक